Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV. This is like my fourth attempt at starting the Redmond round because I weren't well yesterday, hence why there weren't no uploads. I'm still not well, but I really want to bring an energy with a video with really good energy with the fact that we've just beat Manchester City 1-0. And I want to try and bring a balanced point of view. As you know, the Redmond Roundup is the show where I bring to you my controversial opinions and point of views to open discussion in the comments down below. I think discussion is a very key important factor when it comes to this footballing community because we're never going to come to the same conclusion, but to have a discussion and have a rational thought out conversation I think is a very good thing. And the City game had a lot of controversies, but first thing I want to say is just what a game it was. Like, these two teams are clearly not as good as what they was last season. Like, I know Haaland scoring 15 goals in a Premier League campaign can make City look like that they're better. They're just different, and I don't think they're collectively as good or as consistent, let's say, because I feel like they were more dominant last year, whereas this year I saw them concede a few goals to Newcastle, I saw them draw to Aston Villa, I saw them have a really tough game against us. Like, at the same time, they're still really good, and if they have dropped off, it's by 2%, but they've still dropped off the same way that we've dropped off, but just by a lot more. They're still going to be competing for the league and whatnot, but we'll talk about that in a bit, because I think Arsenal might propose a little bit of an inconvenience for some people in this title race. But the first thing I want to say is I thought both teams were good. I thought that City, high energy in the first half, good defending display, probably a little bit more offensive than what Liverpool was as well. And then Liverpool, relentless, just getting balls away, just clearing it. Like, they were treating that ball like it was COVID-19, just kicking it as far out as they could. You know what I mean? It's just like, I want to go outside, bitches. Let me just go outside. Let me go to the Tesco and grab a scram, because these 20-minute walks are doing it for me. Joe Gomez and Virgil van Dijk were absolutely insane. And people saying, like, I saw Hugh, big up Hugh, I want to get him on the channel actually, on the Big Six last night, basically saying, Virgil van Dijk was okay, but he went back to his best. I am sorry, my good old Irish friends. I love you with all my heart. My second name's Redmond. That's a very common second Irish name. Irish second name, should I say. And Virgil van Dijk was more than world class. Virgil van Dijk finished 15th in the Ballon d'Or rankings. Off that performance alone, that's enough to put him in the top 5, is all I'm saying. Might have been top 5, actually, that he finished. I think it was Diaz who finished 15th. Either way, Virgil van Dijk was amazing against Man City, getting balls away. You know, he stopped that cross coming into Erling Haaland. I mean, Erling Haaland had such a horrible time with those two centre-backs. And I said to Hugh in a preview before the game, I said, listen, the only way we're going to stop Haaland is by getting 2 to 3 fully grown men on that one player, because one-on-one, Erling Haaland can beat most bodies. And when Konate got confirmed to be injured, instantly you're thinking, well, we probably haven't got another centre-back as physical as Konate to where they can battle with Erling Haaland. And listen, the one reason why I want to give Joe Gomez the most credit is because I've been a massive advocate for playing him right back in recent times, because the best performances that I've seen from Joe Gomez have been at right back. And the worst performances I've seen from Joe Gomez in recent times has been at centre-back. I was worried, I was nervous. Milner was playing right back, Gomez was playing there. And both of them were arguably, if you had to rank the defenders, they were probably the two best. Neymar gave Phil Foden the worst time of his life. Fucking hell. Milner's 37, Phil Foden's 22, and Phil Foden is the one who's considering retirement after a game like that, because if I was getting pocketed by a 37-year-old then, I don't know how happy I'd be, you know what I mean? Milner was unbelievable. And the reason why I'm rating this performance is because of how high I rate Phil Foden. I think he's one of the best young stars in the world. I actually think he's just one of the best players in the world now. I think you've got to remove Young. I think you've got to put him in there with some of the biggest names in world football, because he's got the trophies to back it up, he's got the technical ability, and Neymar had him, mate, he had him. Just a great game. I felt like giving that passionate rant first because I thought both teams were good. I thought we were just better, and that's why we got the win. We wanted it more. Anfield, the 12th man. This is how the game went, okay? It went in 11 versus 11. It was 12v12. It was Liverpool plus the fans versus Man City and the referee. And here's where the controversy comes in. Oh, James, you're saying the referee helped you. Like, people have been saying to me, the referee helped us. If you didn't hear, I was in splat bang in the middle of the Kop end. Go on my Instagram, check out my selfie. You'll see that I'm not lying. I was splat bang in the middle of the Kop end. And I almost started feeling bad for the referee for a Bikito seconds. I was like, he's got a family, he's got kids, and they're going to be watching this. And some of the shit that I was hearing from the Kop end, in this fixture towards the referee. Believe me, we never got helped by the referee one bit, and if so, then that's something that was not noticed by us as fans. Now, how can you quantify the idea of, oh, Liverpool got helped by the referee? It's the goal decision that was disallowed, weren't it? Erling Haaland runs into Alisson, rebounds back out to Phil Foden, he finds a good angle, it goes in off Joe Gomez's ankle, and then boom, 1-0 Man City, scenes, and it came off the back of nothing, by the way. Manchester City weren't really offering too much of a threat in the early stages of the second half, and they got a goal, and that's what Man City can do. And I was just thinking, oh, here we go, here's a 1-1 at best, or a 2-1 to Man City coming in my direction. And it was disallowed. And now, the main problem, I think we've got to try and stay off City's fans back a bit as well, because I feel like people are calling City fans salty. There's definitely certain City fans crying their eyes out, because I've been getting them in my DMs, but the sensible City fans who actually deserve to have an opinion on football, the majority have just been saying, listen, we're just fuming because the consistency of the game weren't flowing. You know, they were giving certain fouls, like they were just letting certain fouls go away, but the second that it results in a goal, they decide to give it and whatnot, and I get that completely. The reason why the end result was correct, and that's what we've got to focus on. We've got to focus on the premise that, yeah, you can let certain things go because you don't want to be stopping the match every single 2 minutes. But to think about that goal, first of all, Alisson had that one-on-one chance which he missed, which was saved by Ederson. When I was there, I thought he missed it, and I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, Salah. Ederson made one of the best saves that I've ever seen from a goalkeeper. That was Alisson-esque. Alisson-esque in terms of the one-on-one, making yourself look huge like a fucking gorilla. And Salah had no chance, and it should have been a corner. From that goal kick, City then go forward. Haaland fouls Fabinho. And then 4 passes later, people are trying to make out like the goal was 10 minutes after this foul. It was only 4 passes. It was a quick exchange. Haaland fouls Fabinho. The ball's played. It goes in off Alisson, and then Phil Foden scores. And then it came out confirmed by the BBC that Alisson was fouled as well. So you've got the goal kick incident, which is way before the goal. And then you've got the Haaland Fabinho incident, which is 4 passes before the goal. And then you've got Alisson getting injured. So the end result of the goal being disallowed was actually correct. The way they done it weren't correct, because I get that. Like, why are you making us celebrate a goal when we've just, like, that foul did happen a long time ago? It was like a different part of the sequence, and you've made us celebrate, and now you're disallowing it. I can agree with City fans, and I sympathise with City fans, that it should have been dealt with better. But this is only to those, same with neutrals, who don't think that goal shouldn't have been disallowed. That is ludicrous to me, when there was 3 things that went in that game to the favour. So what that does straight away is shuts down this mini little agenda that people are trying to create. Liverpool and the referees helped you. And guys, if you disagree with this, then let me know with points in the comments down below. But yeah, mate, great game. But that decision specifically is something that I wanted to talk about, because there's no way the referee helped Liverpool. If anyone got the favoured decisions in this game, both fans didn't like him, and the referee weren't superb for any team. But if there was anyone who got the more favourable decisions, it was Man City, the same way Arsenal did as well. Arsenal deserved to win, by the way. They fully deserved to win, like 100. Even without the referee's decisions, I still think they would have won. However, I just think they definitely got the more favoured decisions, and so did Man City. And I don't like this narrative of Liverpool being classed as cheaters because VAR is trying to help us, when I'm screaming about how much I hate VAR week in, week out, because it always goes against us. It pisses me off. That was a feather. Yeah, mate, just what a game of football. Are Liverpool back? I wouldn't go as far to say that we're back to our best and we're going to be winning league titles and winning week in, week out. The key thing is consistency. But the one thing that I do think, if Liverpool do this going forward, if you play Mohamed Salah as an inside right forward, that's number 9. If you play Firmino in that number 10, and if you play Harvey Elliott out on the right with Diaz on the left when he's fit, we are a much better football team, and we get more goals. You can bring Núñez off the bench and he can make an impact like the way he made an impact. And I'll talk about it more on a live Redmond round where I've got a bit more time and we're being interactive with the chat. But Núñez for me was actually very, very sound. For what I know he can do and what his best attributes are, I was very happy with that performance and his cameo off the bench. And every time I've seen Núñez play decent, it's been off the bench. I think we play him off the bench for now. Play Salah as your main outlet who gets those goals, because now Salah is on 4 goals this week. I don't know how many he was on previous to this week, but it's pretty darn close. Unbelievable from Mo Salah. And he should be played as that outlet. He shouldn't be played too far out wide. And if Klopp remains to do this going forward, and not just playing players because of favouritism, but logical sense on what they can bring to that specific game of football, you never know if we can come back. I'm not saying we will, but we've been 13 points behind before, and we drawed that back. This time, we're competing with a worse version of City, a better version of Arsenal. But even Arsenal, as much as and as good as they are, I don't think that they are going to be what City was over previous seasons. So if we can get anywhere near what we was, we might be back in the title race. But I just think we need to calm down until we've seen a few more games with a bit more consistency. Because this was the step in the right direction. It's just not the be-all and end-all. But let me know what you think about the game in the comments down below, people. I was going to talk about Arsenal. I was going to talk about United. But I'll ramble for 20 minutes about the Liverpool game. I will do a video on Arsenal. I'll do a video on United. If you want me to do a video on Chelsea and Tottenham, then let me know in the comments down below, mate. I'm here for you, Redmond's Army, and I want to do videos for you. Sorry I never uploaded yesterday. Still feeling a bit below par. But I got the video out in the end. I tried this 4 times previous, right? And I was thinking, this video just isn't going to happen today, is it? It's just not going to happen. It happened, and I thought it was all right. I thought we executed the video to a decent performance level, and if you do agree, then smashing that like definitely lets me know. It gets the video out there more as well. Live Redmond Roundup coming out soon. Let me know your opinion on that and everything I've said in this video. Anyway, this has been today's Redmond Roundup, and I will see you beautiful people all in another life.